Welcome back to Themed Journals. My name is April. Okay, so today I'm taking this 8.5 by 11 paper and I'm going to fold it in half, all of them at once, because remember we want a rounded fold on the outside. So we're just going to fold it like that, and you see it's not as sharp as a single folded piece of paper that we usually do. Okay, so I'm going to ink the edges so that when I fold them with the rest of it, all the edges will be inked. All right, I'm gonna just do this side too. Get those edges a little bit better. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in this video is we're going to work on our outer signature pieces of paper, and for that I've chosen this directional washi tape. Okay, make sure it's flat on the page so that we can get an accurate measurement. It's so pretty. All right, and we're going to take it back off. I know it seems counterintuitive, but that's the way it is. And then we're going to do this thumb action again, getting glue onto the washi tape so it doesn't pop up on whoever decides they'd like to own this journal. All right. Then what I'm going to do is make sure I don't need to cut anything off. Okay, this looks good. Now, this is going this way. So on this side, what we want to do is have it going this way, if that makes sense. All right. So here we go. The stems of the spades and clubs should be going towards the center of the journal or page on the inside and out towards the spine on the outside. See, this is where the spine is, and the stems of these are going towards that way. That's how I make sure I get everything going in the right direction. Otherwise, yeah, about that. Oops. And we need to make sure it's aligned. Oops, nope, it's not aligned. There's two things you need to align it with: the corner and the out of the edge of the paper. So once you get the corner done, don't pull it off like I did, because she's just gonna have to redo it. Okay, now we can place the washi tape along the edge fairly easy. There. Okay, there we go. And we're just going to cut off this right here. And there's a little something, I don't know what that is, but we're going to cut that off too. Okay, so, oh, we got something down here. It looks like, ooh, a piece of string hanging out of there. A couple pieces of string somehow got attached there. Okay. So, now I will probably run out of this. I just hope I have enough for at least all of one, you know, page before I run out. All right. As you can see, this is, it's a little bit of a challenge. As you can see, I've ripped off the page on the top edge, so that means that here on the bottom edge, though, that means I'm just gonna have to re-glue that. That's what that means. And then cut off the excess paper there. All right, I didn't get it all to the edge. Isn't that fun? Okay, not really. All right, one more piece. Hopefully we have enough washi for this. And then, ooh, I'll ascertain whether or not I need to all right. Hug. And all the glue is going to be dry by the time I get this down. Ugh. And my problem is I'm turning the washi just enough so it runs off the page rather than staying on the page. Okay. Ugh. Really getting on my nerves. All right, let's try it again. All right. Ugh. Ugh. And the upper corner is a mess. And we got a wrinkle in it. All right, that's just the cost of doing stuff with washi. But the aggro, like I say, I get aggravated and then the aggro is worth it. Anyway, I will do that aggro offline. I just wanted to show you one piece. Let's go back to doing fun stuff. Oh yeah, let's do fun stuff. Let's not do aggravating stuff. All right. I mean, the little piece of washi we're doing here is so much easier to do than the longer pieces. All right. Once you peel it off, it's easier to control. And this particular washi is not directional. So in addition to having to pay attention to the direction of the other washi, I get it and putting it in the correct direction, you know, as well as putting it down after I put real glue on it. Stuff they put on washi tape. Not so much. I wish it would stick better. But I guess people got to complaining about the inability to take out masking tape, so they looked across the pond to Japan, and they make washi tape, have for a long time, I guess. I don't know. And crafters really glommed onto the washi. Washi tape is actually what got me into crafting journals. Yep, true story. Okay. Now we get to choose another pretty picture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the top and the bottom and the edges. Because although that edge is pretty, there's a chance I can get this entire thing onto my onto my paper if I cut it off. All right. No. All right, I'm going to have to cut this because for some reason my guillotine decided it's going to stop working. I'm sure it's because there's paper in the I don't know. If you know how to get paper out of this crack that the knife runs in, please put it in the comments below. I would really like to know, because that's irritating, actually. A lot irritating. And because, see, the edges aren't even, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn them red a little bit and run my paper, my ink dauber over, and well, it's not an ink dauber, brush, my ink brush, there, and get that off of here. All right, get that. Oh, look at that. I screwed up. Well, okay, put that to the side. All right, I don't care about this as much as the other. All right, let's try this one. tired tonight. I hope y'all are having fun in your craft room. Ugh. There. This one cut better than the last one, so we don't need to do it too much around the edges on that. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do from the bottom up and then cut it off here. I don't need all that blank space. That's at the top of this one. So we'll start at the bottom and put the glue almost up to the top. So that's how I sort of make decisions is, oh yeah, okay, I don't like that. So lob off this side of the paper and then lob off the top and here we go. Got something I like. There we go. Okay. Inkity, 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 ink. All right, so there's our pocket, our one-sided pocket. All right, now all right. Now there's a reason why I put these to the side, because I want it to look like cards are falling, even if there's just one on the page. It's the action that I'm after. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, that's a, that's not a pocket, I don't think, no. Okay. Let's do one more together and then we'll call it quits. And I won't be filming another one tonight. I'm too tired. But at least I got next week sorted out. I didn't go to Phoenix this week. My mom had trees she had to plant, and I had taxes I need to work on. And then my computer in my bedroom went on the fritz, and I couldn't get the internet. So I bought 2 coaxial cables, and I cobbled them together with a coaxial box between them. And got a hard line into my computer, and it just wouldn't. I got the internet, no problem, so I started doing other stuff and started printing. Wouldn't print. Now my printer has been on the fritz for a minute, and don't know exactly what's up with that, but it's not, when I say black and white, anything that is supposed to be in color comes out orange, and everything else is black and white or orange. And it's so irritating. So I don't know exactly what's going on. I printed one thing and then it just, I had to sign that piece of paper. Then I had to scan it in, and my scanner wouldn't work. Then, you know, I started having huge issues with my printer. It just stopped printing. So to get the information off my computer tomorrow, what I'm going to have to do is use two computers, my laptop and my main computer, and download everything into a file off of my regular computer, and then put it into my spreadsheet on my other computer. I know that doesn't even make sense, but that's what I'm gonna have to do. Irritating. Okay, I want to keep these, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna lob off at the bottom. And it sounds like my mom and my niece are back. So I've got to go for dinner shortly. So this will be the last thing we do. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell. I would very much appreciate your membership if you haven't done so already. And if you have, please take just a second and hit that like button. I really would appreciate that as well. Looks like I didn't put enough glue on this one. I've got to hurry. It's starting to dry. All right. Okay, well, that's lovely. All right, one more side, and all we have to do is put a little cute card on this, and then we'll be done. And then offline, I'll finish these up, and they'll be ready to put in the journals once we start sewing in the signatures. Okay. Go. Oops. All right. There we go. Very nice. All right. Thank you again for joining me on today's Theme Journal Journey. You have a lovely day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.